Okay, we know that derivative at any point represents slope of tangent, okay na, to the function at x equals to a. So, and we know that derivative is always unique for any function at any point. Okay, if your unique derivative, it means we have unique slope of tangent. If your unique slope of tangent, it means we have unique tangent. Okay, so if any function is differentiable at x equals to a, it means at x equals to a we have unique tangent. Okay na. So write some notes. First point, any function y equal to fx is differentiable at x equals to a, means function has unique tangent of finite slope. At x equals to a. Okay, if function is differentiable at any point x equals to a, it means function has unique tangent of finite slope at x equals to a. Okay, so simply now you can use this one in this way. If your graph of the function, okay, if you can draw unique tangent at any point, it means at that point function is differentiable. Okay, otherwise not. Like this one, suppose if your graph, this one is smooth graph. Now if you are taking any point, then you can draw only one tangent at any point, only one. You can't draw any other tangent other than this one now. Okay, at this point. Okay, so this one is differentiable at this point, differentiable at this point, like this. And suppose if your graph in this form, now at this point there is no unique tangent. Okay, if there is no unique tangent, then not differentiable. Second point, it means actually graph, if function is differentiable, then it means graph of the function is must be smooth. Okay na, smooth, it means like this one. Okay, smooth, it means no break, no vertex, no sharp point. No break, it means there not a graph like this. Okay, no break, no vertex, it means there is no these type of point. Okay, no vertex point, and no sharp point, it means like this one. This is the sharp point. Okay, so write second point. If a function is differentiable, then its graph must be smooth. Okay, it means there is no break, no corner, and no sharp point. Okay, it means in graph there is no break, no corner, no sharp point, then you can say that graph is smooth. Okay, no break, it means there is no graph like this one. Okay, there is a break at x equals to a. Okay, if these type of graph, then this is not differentiable, because now this is not smooth now, because there is no break. Remember, this is the condition to become a differentiable function, that no break, no corner, no sharp point. No corner, corner is like this one. Suppose this is x equals to 1, this is the graph of mod x minus 1, this is the corner. Okay, if there is a corner, then this is not differentiable at x equals to 1. And no sharp point, no sharp point, it means graph is like this one. Okay, this is the sharp point, this is the corner, and this is the break. Okay, so a function is differentiable if there is no break, no corner, no sharp point. Now third point, suppose if it is given that there is a function and find the all possible point or all point of non-differentiability, then first we have to select the all possible point of differentiability, non-differentiability. Okay, so at what point we have to check the differentiability? Now one thing is clear, if function is discontinuous, it means there is a break. If there is a break, then function is non-differentiable. So first, at all the point where continuity is necessary to check, we have to check differentiability also, because if function is discontinuous now and then there is break, okay, if there is a break, then function is not differentiable. So third point, differentiability should be checked at following points. Okay, first one, at all the points where continuity is required to be checked. Okay, if there is a risk of continuity, then there is also risk of differentiability, because discontinuous function, it means there is a break. If there is a break, then this is also not differentiable. So we have to check the differentiability at all the point where continuity is necessary to be checked. Okay, where the continuity is necessary to check, we have in written notes now. Okay, first point is you have to check the continuity at all point where definition of the function changes. Okay, second, in case of greatest integer of f(x) and fractional part of f(x), you have to check the continuity at all the point where f(x) become integer. So similarly, you have to check the differentiability also at all the point where f(x) become integer, in case of greatest integer of f(x) and fractional part of f(x). In case of signum f(x), you have to check the continuity at all the point where f(x) become integer, sorry 0, where f(x) become 0. So similarly, in differentiability also, you have to check the differentiability at all the point in case of signum f(x) where f(x) become 0, and in case of composite function, in case of g of f(x), we have to check the continuity at all the point, at all the possible point of discontinuity of f(x). So again, you have to check the differentiability at all the possible point of differentiability, non-differentiability of f(x). Okay, and again we have to check the differentiability at point where f(x) is equals to c, where c is the possible point of non-differentiability of g. Okay, so first thing, check at all the point where continuity is necessary to check. And b, also we have to check the differentiability at critical point of modulus function. Actually this is the graph of mod x minus 1 na, here x equals to 1 is the critical point. Critical point, it means where f(x) becomes 0. In case of, if you have mod of f(x), then check the differentiability where f(x) become 0. Okay na, because where f(x) becomes 0, then you will get point like this one na, corner point. Okay, if there is a corner at x equals to 1, now this is not differentiable, because you can't draw unique tangent at this point now. Okay, you can't draw unique tangent at this point, you can't draw unique tangent at x equals to a. Okay, so b, for modulus function we should check the differentiability at critical point. Okay, it means in case of mod of f(x), points where f(x) becomes 0. Okay, write down. We'll take example based on these. Okay, done. So remember these 3 notes. Now next is relation between continuity and differentiability. Okay na? First, now we will complete the theory, after that we will take example. Right, next, relation between continuity and differentiability. Relation between continuity and differentiability. or derivability. Now see, if function is discontinuous, function f(x) is discontinuous. If function is discontinuous at any point, it means there is a break. Discontinuity, it means there is a break now. If there is a break, then function can't be differentiable. Okay. If function is discontinuous, then directly you can say that function is non-differentiable. Okay. Second, if function is continuous, if function is continuous, it means there is no break. Okay. Suppose there is no break. If there is no break, then we may have two types of graph like this one, then a smooth graph, then differentiable. But it is also possible that we have graph like this one. Now at this point, this is continuous, but this is not differentiable because there is a corner now. Okay. If there is a corner, their function is not differentiable at this point because you can't draw unique tangent. I have many options. Okay. So if function is continuous, then function is maybe or may not be differentiable. Okay. So from continuous, you can't say that this one is differentiable. Okay. So continuous of any function, continuity of any function doesn't imply that function is differentiable. If function is non-differentiable, if function is non-differentiable, then can I say that function is non-continuous? Actually no, because if function is non-differentiable, then I have three cases: either there is a break, or there is a corner, or there is a sharp point. Okay. If this is the case, then function is also discontinuous. But if this is the case, then function is continuous at this point now. In this one also function is continuous. So if function is non-differentiable, then you can't say that function is also non-continuous. Okay. So it doesn't imply that function is non-continuous or discontinuous. Okay. And if function is differentiable, if function is differentiable, it means we have a smooth graph. If you have a smooth graph, it means there is no break. Okay. Then function must be continuous. Okay. These depend on question. Directly we can't say. Okay na? But you can say directly these two things. If function is discontinuous, definitely function is non-differentiable at that point. If function is differentiable, then definitely function is continuous. Okay. But if function is continuous, then you can't say that function is also differentiable. If function is non-differentiable, also you can't say that function is discontinuous. Okay. This is complete now. Now theorems in differentiability. Okay, now theorems in differentiability. Actually, theorems for differentiability and continuity are same. Okay, same type of theorem we have. Let we have two function f(x) and gx. Okay, now I am taking in tabular form for theorem f(x) and gx. Okay, here f plus g, f minus g, f(x) into gx, and f by z. 8 x equals to a. Suppose at x equals to a, if function f(x) and gx both are differentiable, d it means derivable. Okay. if function is differentiable or derivable at x equals to a, both fx and gx. If fx and gx both are differentiable, then its sum is differentiable, difference is differentiable, product is differentiable, and division is also differentiable if z a is not equals to 0, because at this point a denominator can't be equals to 0, no? Okay. So if both f and g function are differentiable, then their sum, difference, product and division is also differentiable. Same type of theorem we have in continuity na. If fx and gx both are continuous, then their sum, division, difference, product is also continuous. We have only one condition in case of division, that denominator can't be equals to 0. Okay. Now next, if one is differentiable and other is non-differentiable. Okay. Again this is similar to continuity theorem. Okay. If fx is differentiable, gx is non-differentiable, one differentiable, one non-differentiable, then sum and difference definitely non-differentiable. Okay. This is non-differentiable, non-differentiable as an continuity. Okay, but we can't say anything about product and division. Okay, if one is differentiable, other is non-differentiable, you can't say anything about product, anything about division. Okay, we can't say anything. They may be differentiable or non-differentiable. Similarly, if this is non-differentiable and this one is differentiable, then sum and product is non-differentiable, and we can't say anything about this one. Okay. Now if both are non-differentiable, then you can't say anything about anyone. Okay. Then this one, we can't say anything about anyone. Okay. It means can't say anything. Okay, they may be differentiable or non-differentiable. Write down. Same we have in case of continuity also, na? Okay, can I have? Now next, last theory part, that is differentiability in interval, in an interval. Okay. Differentiability in an interval. Okay, this is also same as continuity. First one, in open interval a comma b. In open interval a comma b, function is said to be differentiable if for all alpha belongs to a comma b. It means if you are taking any point lies between a and b. Okay, then at that point function must be differentiable, and condition of differentiability is LHD is equals to RHD. For all alpha belongs to a comma b, it means if I take any point from this interval, then for all this one, for all alpha belongs to a comma b, function must be differentiable. Differentiable, it means LHD is equals to RHD. F dash alpha minus, it means LHD at alpha is equals to RHD at alpha. F dash alpha minus, it means LHD at x equals to alpha, and F dash alpha plus, it means RHD at x equals to alpha. Okay. Second one, it is said to be differentiable in closed interval a comma b, and these are equal and finite also, na? Okay. Now a function is said to be differentiable in closed interval a comma b if, first one, for all alpha belongs to a comma b, function must be differentiable. It means f dash alpha minus is equals to f dash alpha plus equals to finite. Okay. And second, for a you can't find LHD, because LHD For LSD we have to use the point a minus h, but a minus h is not in this interval. Okay, so for a you can find only RSD, so f dash a plus must be exist, only RSD must be exist, f dash a plus, and for B LSD must be exist, and f dash b minus. For A RSD must be exist and for B LSD must be exist, because for B you can't take B plus H, you can't use B plus H now, and RSD we have f B plus H, okay, as a term. So this one must be exist. Okay, so this is for open interval and this is for closed interval. And suppose if you are taking in close A to open B, then for all alpha belongs to A comma B, first this must be differentiable in open interval. So f dash alpha minus is equals to f dash alpha plus equals to finite. Okay, and second, now at B you can't check because B is not in this interval, but we have A now, but for A you can check only RSD. So f dash A plus must be exist. Okay, okay, write down. Now we will take questions. F I x I equals to 1 2 3 4 and check differentiability at x equals to 0. Okay, there is a 4 function I am taking: sine mod x plus mod x, and sine of mod x minus mod x, and cos of mod x plus mod x, and cos of mod x minus mod x. Okay, these are 4 functions. f1 x equals to mod of sine mod x plus mod x, f2 x is equals to sine mod x minus mod x, f3 x equals to cos mod x plus mod x, and f4 x equals to cos mod x minus mod x. Now we have to check the differentiability at x equals to 0. Okay, now see, here cos of mod x is always equals to cos x. Okay na, see, cos of mod x, this is equals to, if x is greater than equals to 0, then this is cos x. Okay, and if x is less than 0, then mod x is equals to minus x. If x is greater than 0, then mod x equals to x. If x is less than 0, then mod x equals to minus x, then cos of minus x. Okay, but cos of minus x is always equals to cos x. Cos of minus theta is equals to cos theta na. Okay, when x is greater than equals to 0, when x is less than 0. So for both cases we are getting value as cos x. So mod of cos x is equals to cos x. Okay, now check mod of cos x equals to cos x. Cos x is differentiable function na. Obviously derivative of cos x equals to minus sin x na. So if you can differentiate this one, then this is differentiable function. Okay, so here cos x is differentiable function, and mod x at x equals to 0, in mod x, here we have a vertex, okay, a corner na, then this is non-differentiable. This is differentiable, cos x is differentiable and mod x is non-differentiable. And sum of differentiable and non-differentiable is always non-differentiable. Directly I can say na. Okay, graph, if you draw the graph of mod x, then you will get like this. This is the graph of mod x na, and at x equals to 0, there is a corner or corner point. Okay, if there is a corner, it means function is not differentiable. So this is differentiable and this one is non-differentiable, because if you find a LSD and RSD, then you will get that LSD equals to minus 1, RSD equals to plus 1. Okay, so not equal. So differentiable plus non-differentiable is always non-differentiable. Similarly, differentiable minus non-differentiable is always non-differentiable. Okay. Now what about sine mod x? Now actually sine mod x is not equals to sine x always. Okay. This is non-differentiable function. This one is differentiable, but this is non-differentiable. Okay. Now non-differentiable plus non-differentiable may be differentiable or may be non-differentiable. If one is differentiable and other is non-differentiable, then sum and difference is always non-differentiable. But if both are non-differentiable, then we can't say anything about sum, difference or product or division. Okay. Now see, how can I say that this one is non-differentiable? I have many options to prove this one. I can find LSD, RSD at x equals to 0, or also I can draw the graph. Okay. Now see, I am drawing the graph of sine mod x. Y equals to sine of mod x. Okay. Now actually first can you draw the graph of sine x? Okay. Na? See, fx equals to sine x. If you draw the graph of sine x, then you will get like this. Okay. Now if you want, this is the graph of sine x. If you want graph of f of mod x, sine of mod x. Okay. If you graph of fx and if you want graph of f of mod x, how to do? Just simple thing. Actually value of mod x is same for x is positive or x is negative. If you put x equals to 4 or x equals to minus 4, for both we have same value. Okay. In this one put x equals to 1 or x equals to minus 1, you will get 1. If you put x equals to 3 or minus 3, you will get 3. Okay. It means same type of graph we have for plus x and same graph for minus x. Okay. So anytime from fx, if you want graph of f of mod x, then first draw the graph of positive x and then draw same graph for negative also. Okay. This is not the graph for mod sine mod x. I have to take same graph for negative x also. Okay, this is the graph of sine. This is 0 and pi, 2 pi, this is minus pi and minus 2 pi. And actually you can check. Okay, see, put pi by 2. What you are getting? Sine mod pi by 2. Mod pi by 2 is equals to pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 equals to 1. At pi by 2 we are getting 1 now. Now put minus pi by 2. If you put minus pi by 2, then again mod of minus pi by 2 becomes pi by 2. Then sine pi by 2 is again become 1. Okay, so we are putting positive value of x or negative value of x. We are getting same value of this one now because mod x is always positive. So just draw the graph for positive x and draw same graph for negative x. Now see, at x equals to 0, here what we have? Here we have a sharp point. Okay, na? This is sharp point. Okay. So sine of mod x is not differentiable at x equals to 0. Okay, sine of mod x is not differentiable at x equals to 0, and also if you draw na for y equals to mod x. Now at x equals to 0, what we have? Corner. Okay, at x equals to 0 we have corner, then again this function is not differentiable at x equals to 0. Okay, so this is like non-differentiable plus non-differentiable, so we can't say anything directly. Okay, we have to check. Now how to check? Find LSD and RSD. So first I am taking f1x. f1x is equals to sine of mod x plus mod x. Okay, now find LSD and RSD. At x equals to 0, LSD is limit h tending to 0, f minus h, f0 minus h, fa minus h, minus fa, a is 0 by minus h. Okay, so limit h tending to 0, f minus h, put x as minus h, then what we are getting? Sine of mod minus h plus mod of minus h, minus f0. If you put x equals to 0, we are getting 0. by minus h. Okay, sine of mod minus h is equals to h. Then what we are getting? We are getting that limit h tending to 0. This is sine h by minus, I am taking outside, sine h by h, and mod h equals to mod of minus h equals to h, h by h equals to 1, minus outside now. If you put sine h by h is equals to 1, okay, h tending to 0, so minus 1 plus 1, what we are getting? We are getting that minus 2. Okay, answer is minus 2. LHD is equals to minus 2. Now find RHD. RHD equals to limit h tending to 0, f0 plus h minus f0 by h. Okay, now put values. Limit h tending to 0, fh, put x as h, then what we are getting? Sine of mod h is equals to h plus mod of h, that is equals to h, minus f0, if you put x equals to 0, you will get 0 by h. Okay, now divide with h. Sine h by h, h tending to 0, 1, h by h 1. Okay, what we are getting? We are getting 1 plus 1 equals to 2. So LHD is not equals to RHD, so this one is non-differentiable. Therefore f1x is non-differentiable. 8x equals to 0. Okay, write down. After this one we will take sine mod x minus mod x. Here both are non-differentiable and we are getting sum is also non-differentiable. In this one you will get the difference is differentiable. Okay, can I rough? Okay, see. Second, f2x is equals to sine of mod x minus mod x. Okay, now 8x equals to 0. First find LHD. LHD is limit h tending to 0, f0 minus h, f minus h minus f0 by minus h. Put value limit h tending to 0, f minus h. If you replace x as minus h, sine of mod minus h is equals to h, because modulus is always positive. So what you will get? Sine h minus mod of minus h is also equals to h, f0. If you put x equals to 0, you will get 0 by minus h. Okay, now see, limit sine h by h equals to 1 with minus sign, so minus 1 and minus minus plus h by h equals to 1. What we are getting? 0. LHD we are getting 0. RHD also you will get 0. RHD is limit h tending to 0, fa plus h, 0 plus h, fh minus f0 by h. Okay, limit h tending to 0, fh, replace x with h, mod h is equals to h. Then what we are getting? Sine h plus h minus 0 by h, sine h, sorry, here we have minus, sine h by h equals to 1, h by h equals to 1. What we are getting? 0. So LHD equals to RHD. Okay, so this is differentiable. Now see, both are non-differentiable, but difference is differentiable. Okay, so we can't say anything if both are non-differentiable. Okay, f2x is differentiable. Okay, write down. Next, discuss the differentiability of fx equals to mod of ln x 8x equals to 1. Okay, now again we have two options. Either you can use graph, if you can draw the graph. Okay, if you can draw the graph now, then graph is the easiest way, okay, to check the differentiability at various points. Okay, otherwise if you have single point, then also you can use LHD, RHD. If LHD and RHD both are same, then differentiable, otherwise non differentiable. Okay, see, I will use both. First by using LHD, RHD. 8x equals to 1 LHD. Limit h tending to 0, f1 minus h minus f1 by minus h. fa minus h minus fa by minus h. Now here a is equal to 1. Okay, now find the value. Limit h tending to 0, f1 minus h, replace x with 1 minus h. Mod ln 1 minus h minus f1. If you put x equals to 1, ln 1 equals to 0. Okay, and by minus h. Now see, if this is positive, then mod of this one is as it is. If this is negative, then mod of this one is minus of this. Okay, and graph of ln x is this one. This is the graph of ln x, here x equals to 1. See, this x is less than 1. 1 minus h na? 1 minus h, then value of ln is negative. This is the negative. Negative, then mod of fx is minus of fx. So what we have? Limit h tending to 0 minus ln of 1 minus h by minus h. Okay. Now see, minus outside. Minus outside, limit h tending to 0 ln 1 plus minus h by minus h. Okay, standard form, ln 1 plus x by x. Okay, h tending to 0, then minus h is also tending to 0, and this is equals to 1. So answer is minus 1. LHD is equals to minus 1. Now we have to find RHD. Okay, remember this is the graph of ln x, not mod of ln x. Okay, RHD is limit h tending to 0 f1 plus h minus f1 by h. Put the values. Limit h tending to 0 f1 plus h, replace x with 1 plus h. Mod of ln 1 plus h minus f1 is 0 by h. Okay, now x is 1 plus h, greater than 1 na? Then ln is positive. So as it is, then limit h tending to 0 ln 1 plus h by h is standard form, that is equals to 1. Now LHD is not equals to RHD, so non-differentiable at x equals to 0. Non-differentiable at x equals to 0. But suppose if you are using x equals to 1, if you are using graph, then easily you can say, okay, easily you can say. Now see, alternate by graph, and remember, always we have to remember the graph of some standard functions now, or some basic function. Okay, elementary function, log, exponential, okay, trigonometry. So see, if you want graph of mod of ln x, to draw the graph of this one, first draw the graph of ln x. This is the graph of ln x. Okay, now you want graph of mod of ln x. So what actually mod does? When this one is positive, then value remains same. Okay, this is the positive value, so remains same. But when this is the negative, then negative become positive. Suppose this is equals to minus 2, then mod of minus 2 is equals to plus 2. Okay, so positive graph remains same. Positive graph remains same. Okay, but this negative become positive because of mod. Mod can't be negative na. If this is negative, then mod of negative become positive. Same. So just take image of this one on x-axis. So you will get graph like this. Okay. Now this is the graph of mod of ln x. Okay, now easily you can see that at x equals to 1 we have sharp point. Okay, if you have sharp point, then non-differentiable. At x equals to 1, we have sharp point, this is sharp point. Okay, non-differentiable at x equals to 1. Simple. Write down. Okay. Next, f x equals to ln square x, it means ln x square. Check differentiability. At x equals to 1. Okay. Now check, can you draw the graph of this one? If you can draw the graph of this one, then okay. But if you can't draw the graph, then use LSD and RSD. I am using LSD and RSD. Okay. Actually, if you draw a graph of this one, then this is the ln x, then you will get graph like, but here you will get graph like this one. It means at this point you will not get sharp point. Here you will get smooth graph. Okay. Anytime when you are getting a square of anything, then always you will get graph like this, a smooth point. Okay. Now see, I am using LSD and RSD. LSD is limit h tending to 0 f1 minus h minus f1 by minus h. Okay. Limit h tending to 0 f1 minus h is ln 1 minus h square. F1 is 0 by minus h. Okay. Now see, here I can convert this one in standard form. What I want, limit h tending to 0, here ln 1 plus minus h by minus h. Okay, I want square of this one, ln 1 plus x by x, but there is only minus h, so minus h square, now 1 minus h cancel out. Okay, now this is the standard form, that is equals to 1. Now put h equals to 0, this is 0 and this is 1, so what we are getting, 0. Okay, you are getting 0. Now RSD, limit h tending to 0 f1 plus h minus f1 by fh. Okay, now if you put value, limit h tending to 0 f1 plus h, replace x as 1 plus h, then ln 1 plus h square, f1 is 0 by h. Okay, so again I can convert this one in standard form, h tending to 0 ln 1 plus h by h whole square into h. Now this is the standard form, that is equals to 1. So this is 0 into 1, that is equals to 1. Okay. So that is equals to 0. So LSD and RSD both are same, equals to 0. So function is differentiable. Okay na? Actually if you draw the graph of this one, then this is graph anyone, but because of square you will get curve like this one. Okay, here suppose this one, but here you will get curve like this one. Then tangent is parallel to x-axis and slope of tangent is 0. So that is the value of derivative na, 0. Okay, write down. LSD equals to RSD equals to 0, differentiable. 8x equals to 1. Okay, write down. Can I have? Next, find equation of tangent and normal. If they exist for curve at x equals to 0, fx is equals to sine of x square by x 0 when x is not equals to 0 and when x equals to 0. Okay, find equation of tangent and normal if they exist for curve at x equals to 0. Okay, actually na tangent exists if function is differentiable. If tangent exists, then normal also exists. Okay, but sometimes suppose tangent is parallel to x axis, then normal become parallel to y axis. Okay, but they exist now. So first check the at x equals to 0 this is differentiable or not. If this is differentiable, then we have a smooth curve. If you have a smooth curve, then unique tangent is exist now. Okay, so first I am finding at x equals to 0. Okay, now after getting derivative, what we have, actually derivative represents slope of tangent. Suppose derivative at x equals to 0, we are getting 2. Okay, then slope of tangent is 2 at 0, then slope of normal is minus 1 by 2. Okay, so by using derivative we can find the slope of tangent and normal. And to find line equation of any line, you want only two things, one is the point and other is the slope. Point at x equals to 0, fx is also equals to 0, so point is 0 comma 0 na. Okay, so just use derivative as exist or not. First LHD is limit h tending to 0 f0 minus h f minus h minus f0 by minus h. Okay, limit h tending to 0 f minus h. Now fx equals to this one when x is not equals to 0, fx equals to this one when x is 0, this is not equals to 0, so put in this one sine of minus h square, then it become h square. Okay, by minus h. In this one I am putting x equals to minus h square is h square minus h, f0 equals to 0 by minus h. Okay, minus h into minus h, limit h tending to 0, sine h square by h square, standard form, that is equals to 1. LHD equals to 1. RHD, limit h tending to 0, f0 plus h minus f0 by h. Okay, limit h tending to 0, fh, h is not equals to 0, so from this one sine h square by h minus 0, f0 is 0 by h, limit h tending to 0, sine of h square by h into h square, standard limit, that is equals to 1. So LHD equals to RHD. Okay, so function is differentiable. If function is differentiable, it means we have value of derivative at x equals to 0, that is equals to 1. LHD RHD value, this is the value of derivative now. Okay, f dash 0 equals to 1, it means now slope of tangent is 1, slope of normal is minus 1. Okay, slope of tangent is equals to 1 and slope of normal equals to minus 1. Okay, now equation of tangent, y minus, okay, point is at x equals to 0 na, at x equals to 0, value of y is x is 0, y is also 0, point is 0 comma 0, y minus y1 equal to m, slope of tangent is 1 into x minus 0. Okay, y equals to x, and equation of normal, y minus y1 equal to m, slope is minus 1, x minus x1 0, y equals to minus x. Okay, so tangent is y equals to x and normal is y equals to minus x. Okay, right now. Okay, remaining we will take tomorrow.